didn't think it would knock him out, but here we go. It's time. It's time, COPPERJAH. Oh, you did not just, man, get out of my sight. Set those steel spikes up. What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and we got Trick Room today. So, welcome to Mrjamvad Academy, ladies and gentlemen. So, here's the thing. Here's the update, right? YouTube messaged me on Twitter. They DM'd me, and well, the team YouTube, not YouTube, but team YouTube messaged me. We had a conversation about about 4 days ago, and I hit them up on Twitter, added them. What's the next step? Any word? Yada yada yada. I get it. It's my fault, and it's cool. They don't really have a reason to give a fuck about me. But I'm going to do what I can. And that's just how that situation has to play out. And because I heard no word, they ignored me, I started the channel yesterday. And, crazy retweets, shout outs to everybody. Got Mrjamvad Academy, got the Academy to 1,000 in like 9 hours, So I know there's at least 1,000, jammers out there who will ride or die, and a couple new people. So what's up to y'all as well? This is likely gonna be our new home. I'm not gonna lie. They said it can take 3 to 6 weeks to deal with a hijacking case, and that's if I get the channel back. That's just for me to get the results. So let's just keep it pushing, man. If I get it back, whoop-dee, you know what I mean? But 6 weeks later, a month and a half later, maybe. Nah, we can't sit around. We got to put this A grade out. So I got a Trick Room team for y'all today. Shout outs to Mega Z Max. He created a account just to pass me the team. Created a Smoke On account just to pass me the team. And if you want to pass me a team, just go down in the description and go on my Smoke On profile and leave your teams there. Now, use this team earlier, and I lost a few. I think I lost 3-1-2, and the biggest thing I was facing is like I have no ground resist, no dark resist, no ghost resist, and I'm slow as shit. Everything was slow, so every time he'd come in, someone would come in like I just blow through my team. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This ain't okay. So yeah, I took off what was a Reuniclus and I put on a Mandible. It was one less Trick Roomer, but the only way I could have made this team better is to remove COPPERJAH. We can't do that. We got to keep that boy on there. So because that's the point. Like, it's a new mind we're featuring today, and Reuniclus to a degree. And I made it max defense. Get that Trick Room up if I need it. Which was just too weak to everything, man. It had no defensive synergy whatsoever. So in this one, Crotant is very good. Likely heavy duty boost, Mandy, but this is main dark resist. So if I can lure that in, remove that heavy duty boost, when I set up my bands, they're here to stay, and yeah, that's lovely. I'm wondering if I should take Earthquake off and put Will-O-Wisp. No, we'll keep it on there. I mean, it's kind of support. I don't even know if it learns what it was. Atherine is walled. Just buy Ferrothorn though. Conk is very good if I position it properly, as is Crawdont. My worst case would be Crawdont. I'm just gonna lead with it. Reuniclus actually hard walls Toxtricity, which is interesting. There's your counter if you're struggling with it. And we're gonna figure out a way to have COPPERJAH do something, but I'm looking more against leaning towards Conk plus Crawdon in this one. COPPERJAH in support, Crawdon on lead, very difficult for him to deal with, as I'm gonna just fire off a knockoff. He could be Dynamax Z, and this is why they're suspecting this thing, because he could very well just have Dynamax there, and there's just nothing I could have done about it. So we're getting rid of Ferrothorn. I don't think you realize Crawdon got CC now. My boy Crawdon put in them hands on him. So let's stop and assess. I do have a Focus Sash Hatherene, but I figure he'll go for something like a Hazard or Recover, because that was a wise move just now. If you go for Recover there, you remove as I knock off my item, you're gonna be stronger versus me the next turn, or I'm gonna be doing less damage to you the next turn. So likely T-Tar to come out here. We're gonna position ourselves properly. I was gonna Dazzling Gleam there, but I didn't expect Mana Buzz, obviously. But this isn't bad because we get the opportunity to fire off a free Thunder Punch. It's unguardable. Nothing on his team can come in on a Thunder Punch plus anything else other than Toxtricity, and I doubt he'd go Toxtricity on a Conkeldurr. You know, I could go for Close Con. I mean, technically he resists everything except my Earthquake, but I'm rocking. Oh, he does go Toxtricity, which is an invite. It's an invite for Stealth Rocks here. I do have the Casted Berry, so worst case is the Weavile Icicle Crashing, but that boy overdrove, not realizing that I have a Stealth Walker. I mean, what's it called? So he goes Mana Buzz, and this is where I'm like, man, should I get, should I put, what's it called on this? So he probably only has Foul Play and what's his face? Heavy Metal. Oh, Heavy Metal plus Heavy Slam. Oh man, no wonder Steen's so strong. I didn't know it got Heavy Metal. Oh, no wonder Heat Crash is doing so much damage. That makes sense now. So Ruin Regice is in. We're gonna Trick Room here. He actually U-turns and gets Wandering Spirit. Not that matters in this one. This is great because we get to go to. I'm gonna get scalded, but whatever. Little Dazzling Gleam hard here. Dazzling Gleam hard again. He's definitely going to Mana Buzz, yeah. And yeah, we're in a phenomenal position because if he goes back to Toxapex, did he get rocks? Nah, that was just strong. That was just full on Dazzling Gleam damage. Alright, so here his safest play is just to knock. Unless he is banded, I don't think he'd knock me out anyway. So COPPERJAH Dynamax is looking handsome right now. You already know we going for it. I'd love to Trick Room here. This is one of my Trick Roomers left, other than Ruin Regice. I'm gonna Trick Room here, hoping I tank. He's Choice Banded, so I don't tank. But it allows COPPERJAH to come in here, and we're free to just click Earthquake. He has to be banned. He did way too much to me. I'm gonna Earthquake in normal form here, because he's unguardable. I know he's gonna go Pex. Didn't think it would knock him out, but here we go. It's time. It's time, COPPERJAH. Oh, you did not just. Man, get out of my sight. Set those steel spikes up. Set them steel spikes up. COPPERJAH. My man. Don't you ever disrespect me like that. But one thing I learned a lot from. Let me quit Max Quake. I forgot he resists. So if he tried to Gigantamax there, I blew him away. But yeah, I learned a lot from my losses about how this team function, how Trick Rooms function, and how people on the ladder play. Three incredibly important pieces of information. I have not laddered per se since the beginning of the gen. I actually hopped on the ladder today, grabbed a few games. Didn't have all day to do that, so it was just a few, about 3. But we got some insight in there, you know what I'm saying? Very weak to steel, very weak to COPPERJAH in the Trick Room. Particularly Dynamax, max growth and Heat Crash 6-0s him. Yeah, it's actually pretty solid. I like this. Ruin Regice isn't that great matchup wise, but because of his insane defense, I'm actually coming comfortably on T-Tar because of my Casted Berry. Darm is gonna do his thing versus me, but other than that, should I put Poison Jab on this? Yeah, I have Mana Buzz or Aegis Slash. That's something that wasn't on there before. Just in case I face an annoying Clef. I can see Clef being annoying. Does he get Poison Jab? Yeah. I wasn't sure if he got it this gen. I know it doesn't get knock anymore and a bunch of other shit. But Hatharin is also very dangerous. So we're going to leave with Conkelder here because I anticipated the Darmanitan to come out. We're gonna fire off a mock. There's no real point in. Oh wow, he just dropped, man. That crit mattered. Darm's incredibly high HP would have allowed it. Yeah. I doubt banded Isaac Crash would have knocked me out if he was banded. If he was gonna stand and he was scarfed, then he might have just wanted that massive damage on my conch. Obviously, he left the situation with nothing. He no longer has a Darm, and he has no damage on my Darm, on my conch. So you know, I'm half expecting some kind of Dynamax shenanigans here. Not gonna lie. So part of me wants to Dynamax back, and again, this is where the whole Dynamax thing, you know, goes to shit because it's there. No amount of anything can tell you whether this guy will Dynamax here or not. So it goes Clefable, and that fucking hurt. Jesus, that hurt. That hurt. Not sure what to expect here. Ruin's core purpose is to TR set up here and free my nigga Corb. COPPERJAH. Oh, he's life orb. Oh, so we don't get rocks up this game. Don't have a good fair resist. Actually, maybe I don't have to sag this. And what else would I come in on if I guess if I had did a copy conch. Nah, I'm not feeling that. I'll just trick room here. Okay, perfect. This is literally perfect. He knocked me out. Oh no. So I could, a couple things I could do here. I could heavy. I don't need the Dynamax here. I'll just heavy slam hard into Power Whip. Yeah, goodbye. I was gonna Dynamax here. I'm like, I don't need to. Tripping. Like, I'm so good that I'm hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm banded. Can Ditto die? I actually don't know the whole Ditto situation. I know I can Dynamax here and do a little something. That will remove Ditto. Does that matter? I think Conch is my win con. Alright, trick room again, and or do I want COPPERJAH to do a little bit more? His Ditto is likely max speed though, so let's see what he does. So Ditto can Dynamax, but again I'm max flared. So he Steel Sturge here to get those hazards up, because why not? And right now COPPERJAH is indestructible unless he's like CB Tower. I don't know. Irregardless, you know, I'm banded. Okay. Oh, he's life orb. Okay. A couple things I can do here. I think the best is just to go to Conch and Mock. I didn't think he should have switched there. Mock does a ton, so I just TR and win now. Again, there's so many things I could do. You know, I'm gonna CC here because Hatharin technically can. Hatharin can technically come in, so we go Mandibuzz here to sack first impression. We foul play here. If he goes Tar, the Steel Spikes are the truth. He felt safe. Yo, those Steel Spikes are the truth, man. Those things are the truth. As he's probably banded. That's Aqua Jet Mock range. As you can see, I've improved quite a bit. Well, you wouldn't know what happened before. I wasn't playing poorly. I was just making mistakes that didn't take in consideration things I didn't know, and me just not having counters to things. So it would make things. It was a shit show. Mandibuzz sponges a lot of the pressure off the other mons, and it allows COPPERJAH, as you can see, to shine. So not a bad team, my guy, and I really, grateful for you to give me something to use today. I'm really enjoying COPPERJAH right now. Really enjoy clicking those heavy slams, and if I can hit him with a power whip here, COPPERJAH in the trick room is incredible. My steel spikes are solid as well as they destroy this. Con lead obviously is my main man. I'm gonna poison jab on lead. If he leads Darm though, I'll still poison jab on lead. It's my best lead. Unless he leads Seismitoad, then I won't poison jab there. What I'm looking at here is Hatterene is incredible under TR just outright by itself. Ruinregus not that great, but the good thing is it threatens Hatterene to where it doesn't feel comfortable coming in. I can maybe get up my bands there. Crawdont massacres, just massacres. But Hatterene can put a stop to that. So it's like this weird anti-trick room mod, and I'm not feeling that. So I just don't have enough information. Again, I said if he led Darm, I'd poison jab. I've played a dude that hard switched because obviously, Banded Mach or Iron Fist Mach will take a ton out of his Darm. Poison Jab is the best play here because one, he'd do two things. He'd either Icicle Crash hard, in which case I could have knocked him out, but I was gonna Mach Punch anyway, so it wouldn't be dead, unless I CC here, and I could CC, but it just won't do that much to Hatterene. As he goes Rotom Wash. So this is perfect. So now I can CC freely. Unless it's Spexed. Nah. So Rotom's gone, which means that's one heavy slam switching dead. It's one steel resist gone. And I can still Mach Punch Hydreigon. I can still Mach Punch Darmanitan. And if this comes back in versus Seismitoad, I can still get off a very, very strong close combat. And I can healing wish this back. So Rotom also is one of the few things that could take a psychic and live after I set up all this stuff. So I'm gonna try to hazard stack with my steel spikes and my stealth rocks, and I'm gonna set up for Hatterene to just come in. So my next course of action is he actually goes Seismitoad. Very odd. My next course of action, I don't think you even knocked me out, but Earthquake might. My next course of action is gonna be Mandibuzz. He's going to stay in here to toxic me if he has it, because he knows I'll defog. So what I'll do is toxic here. If he goes to I'll defog, yeah. If he went to Darm there to put me in a bad spot. I knew you were gonna plot. I'm not too concerned by that, as I have a whole Conkeldurr and I have a Mandibuzz. Stare you down. Mandibuzz core purpose is kind of this. I'm gonna roost here in case he tries to Dynamax. You're not doing any kind of damage to me, bro. Dracoed. So let's roost here. Mandibuzz is so nasty, bros. It's so nasty. It's so nasty, man. So currently Conk I'm gonna keep Conk kills one, potentially one after the steel move. Two, yeah, Conk is just amazing positionally. Crawdont as well, but Crawdont isn't as good, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to go crash here. That's a tough miss. That's tough. It's a tough miss right there. She should CC here. CC. Actually, no, not if he's going Seismitoad. CC isn't better. So gonna CC here. Oh wow. See. So these calls trying to get rid of this. Man, all his Pokemon are dying. So at this point, COPPERJAH is not even really a sweep. So I'm gonna keep this and start I want COPPERJAH to be my main man. I was gonna Aqua Jet him back. It's funny, look at this, check this out. So if I didn't mean to. If I Shadow Claw him here, he gets Wandering Spirit, which then means that he can't do any kind of damage to me. His gut, oh, he doesn't know. So now he doesn't have guts anymore. I Trick Room. I don't think he gets it. I don't think he understands. He's like, what's going on? Why can't I harm this thing? What is this? What is this Pokemon? Why is it hurting me? So now COPPERJAH has been freed. And I know I just made somebody check their computer. I know I did. I know I just had you check your computer, bro. So we're gonna Shadow Claw here. Casted Berry. Oh, that's a Ghost Resist Berry. I thought it was dark for some reason. So I get a crit there. And this is good for COPPERJAH because now, because you're so damn slow, I get to go. Why are you the one? I faced others and they were faster than me, and you're the one I faced that's slower than me. Like, come on, dude. So we're still gonna Dynamax, Gigantamax, just cause he could as well. Did he already use it? I always forget. Oh man, give me that Steel Spike, bro. Give me that Steel Spike, bro. No. Send your Hydreigon back on in. Yeah. Give me that Steel Spike, bro. I want to see that. I don't know why. I just love seeing things take Steel Spike damage because my brain isn't adapted around that. So when that T-Tar came in and it took 25%, I'm like, oh shit, the Steel Spike. You think? Yo, I'd like to hear in the comments for the 25 of y'all that are watching. Do you think Steel Spike should become a real hazard? Do you think that's just too much? Too much hazards? Because imagine Steel Spikes and Stealth Rock. Like, a nigga is dead. Everybody's running heavy duty boots. Everybody. Like, you got some Pokemon that'll come in and just die. You know, obviously Mothra. No, actually no, you need Spikes to kill it in one go. What's Quad weak against rocks and ice? Is that even possible? You'd have to be flying and does rock and ice share another? Flying and yeah, I don't think any other type shares. Yeah, flying and ice. Yeah, Articuno just dies. Just dies on switching. Oh wow, that would be actually no. Steel isn't. I don't know why I was thinking of Steel super effective against flying. Never mind. I don't think there's a type that they share both. Dealing super effective. Anyway, COPPERJAH. Oh no. It's him. It's him. Alright. Okay. If we play our game, if we play wisely, we shouldn't suffer too many casualties. You feel me? He's inside, no. Dracofish versus Trick Room is not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. Hatterene is very good just in and of itself. Draco Volt. One thing I know about Draco this is that it'll never Dynamax, which is good. So I'm gonna lead Conk here because I expected the Drill Lead. Expected the Suicide, yada yada yada. So now I'm gonna Poison Jab. He could go for Earthquake again. Kudos to him. But he goes to Corsola. I figured he'd go Clef. Corsola makes sense as well. As now, do you double to? Oh, I don't know this guy's skill level. It's obvious I have to switch. So would you double switch? Or would you Will-O-Wisp? Conk is actually quite good, so this is fairly. It's not risky, but like I'm like, well, what would you do here? Would you anticipate my mandibles to come in? Would you? Let's not assume skill level. He's 1369. If I go to what's his face, I lose a mind here. If he doubles to Draco Fish, so he's just strength saps. Okay, I was gonna CC there, so that wouldn't have even impacted the turn. I want this Pokemon alive. If I take rid of his strong jaw, so I'm gonna Trick Room here. So he goes Drill. I'm anticipating me to go for rocks there, which is great because now I can go for Shadow Claw and knock him out. And this does two things. You might see me end up messing up a Draco Fish here, because one, I'm gonna take away his strong jaw, and secondly, he's not gonna go first. So because that ability banks so much on going first, because you're so strong when it doubles, we're gonna make it pretty much him just going for like a waterfall as a normal water type. So let's see how that plays out. But he goes Clefable, which is solid for us. I guess all Clefable these days are Life Orb, because these boys are hurting, man. They're hurting, man. So this sucks because you know, obviously COPPERJAH won't be able to operate under Trick Room, which is the key component. But I think with Hatterene and COPPERJAH set up properly, because right now I get to go for Gigantamax. The core reason I'm Gigantamaxing is here because I want that Steel Hazard up. And that Steel Hazard is going to make a difference versus that Corsola with once Hatterene starts going crazy. Actually, maybe I should. I was going to say, I actually meant to Heavy Slam there. I was going to say maybe I should have Heavy Slam there. I didn't have, well, I get to set them up, so I guess it matters in that sense. But I didn't think it would take it this well, though. That's for sure. So this isn't good. So I'm gonna switch out my Gigantamax. That's fine. He doesn't have Hazard. Well, he has the fucking potential Rabbitmon to come in. I don't want Rabbitmon to come in here. Rabbitmon coming in would really mess my day up. So I'm gonna double the I wish I had a U-turn right now. Oh, Rabbitmon come in. Would you just stay in Will-O-Wisp? I'm gonna double the Crawdon. Yeah, he goes to Rabbitmon. I figured you would. Okay, so I got that turn correct. Can't have Rabbitmon coming in, especially because I want Hatterene to start wreaking havoc. Now, Draco Fish might get the opportunity to do some damage, but that's fine as long as because Conk can't do anything with that Clef and that Corsola around. So Crawdon's gonna be my main man. Crawdon and COPPERJAH. And right now COPPERJAH with that Heavy Slam is going ham. Definitely should have just Heavy Slammed initially, instead of wasting my Z max. But I mean, Corsola, I used it as a hazard setting right there. So he might be like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to get my court change off. And more power to you if you choose to do that. Corsola with no investment might be a problem for my Trick Roomers. He might burn me here, and in which case, you know, whatever. Corsola. I mean, I think they have the same stats, so yeah. 106. It's not slow enough. You're dead. Yeah, it's not slow enough. You're slow, but you're not slow enough. Yeah, that puts him in a really bad spot because Draco Fish goes to, Dittos. Interesting. So we get to conk here as he CCs, and that might be all I needed. Cause we get to go to Hatharine here, and we Trick Room, which is all I needed. I mean, at this point, my COPPERJAH is gonna mess him up. He hasn't Dynamax yet, so I gotta be mindful of that. But he doesn't have anything that's worth Dynamaxing really. He could try to Dynamax the Ditto here, but the problem with that is its def is low. Well, maybe it's in my best interest to just go for. So he Dynamaxes the Ditto here. I'll have Banded Power Whip to hit him with COPPERJAH. But then do I lose after that? Because then I won't be able to set Trick Room back up. I might lose after that. Might be in my best interest to just Dazzling Gleam here. Which, let me think. By Dazzling Gleam, I remove the Ditto, and then it's COPPERJAH versus. So I want to be mindful of the Dracovish, which can sweep me. So if he Dynamaxes and goes for the water move. Well, he can't Dynamax in Aqua Jet, so Trick Room is my best player. He can't Aqua Jet, which, you know, that's the downside of Dynamax. You can't get the buff of the moves, you know, like the priority and all that stuff. So if you have Swords Dance, you get Swords Dance while you're Dynamax, obviously. So it's an interesting thing, man. It's an interesting damn thing. And we just Psychic here for the 2-hit KO. We Dazzling Gleam here. That way, in case he tries to go to Ditto to stall a turn of Trick Room. So Clef being gone means that. So we have 2 turns of TR left. Because Ditto has to come in and take another 25%. So Cinderace comes in. If I Healing Wish, gonna be an interesting endgame, man, because it'll all come down to whether your boy is banded. Cinderace won't die, and if he court changes, let me think. If I let him court change, does court change fail? Because if it doesn't fail, then I won't even waste my time. I don't know if it fails. He Dynamaxes this smart Dynamax turn. Kinda. Actually, no, it is, because Crab Hammer is nerfed right now. I got a knockoff. Okay, that killed him. Woo. Phew. Phew. So now I gotta face a Dracovish. Oh, he went to. Yeah, I think I just won because because he set the sun up. I think he just sealed the deal for me. Because Mandibuzz should be able to prevail by itself. So we CC here, and Mandibuzz just foul plays because Dracovish can't lock into what's it called? Fuck. Okay, I was wrong. So we did everything we tried to do we needed him to die right there, because now the Dracovish can lock itself into Fishier's Rend, which is what we were trying to avoid this whole time. So I'll probably go down Banded Fishier's Rend. So yeah, that's what we were trying to avoid. A Trick Room team with no water resist versus a Draco Fish. Not what you want. Now let me think. Versus the Ditto, when he copied, should I sacked? Had I sacked the Ditto? No, but the Ditto is faster than Crawdont. So I'm like, if I sacked, I'm trying to think, how would the Dracovish, like, I needed the sun to be up and Ditto to die in one hit. So Nah, I needed foul play to knock him out there. If foul play knocked him out there in the sun, then the Dracovish would have to officiate run in the sun. But even then, you know, it was a question of whether or not foul play would have knocked him out, which I doubt. So I don't know. I probably had to just have swept him before the Dracovish got an opportunity to come in. Or not have Gigantamax. That would have been huge. I could have used my Gigantamax in a defensive manner. So that's something else I could have done. But I wouldn't have the steel spikes up. But did I really need them? I think I got overly zealous about just using that. I don't think I needed it. I should have just used my Dynamax defensively there. So that's a learning how to use your Dynamax. Excuse me. That's where we're gonna end the live for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Fun team. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the academy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.